Consoles. So today we're going to kind of combine
We saw
those
this
ideas
one
together because I bought.
Wait. Put it in the beginning. Here we go.
Yep, it's time for another one of these videos. So, you might remember that we've done 2 videos on Temu bootleg video games and AliExpress
This is the one we watched.
consoles. So today we're going to kind of combine those ideas together because I bought some bootleg consoles from Temu, but this time around the theme was portability. Except for that NES Classic Edition knockoff. We'll get to that towards the end of the video. But these 3 right here are portable consoles. And we're going to begin with this Game Boy Micro lookalike that cost me a whopping $9.49. And I was only able to get it by also purchasing this, a PlayStation 2 bifold wallet. Because there was actually a minimum order requirement for this order, and just buying this alone did not meet it. These items were not combined, they were all like, you know, from different sellers, so they were all placed separately. And yeah, this one had a minimum order requirement, and it wasn't just for free shipping, it was to even place the order at all. So yeah, now I have this thing that cost me like a couple bucks, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, but we'll see.
Wait. But even though it's from different stores, you cannot combine things from different stores. I'm starting to think Temu is really weird. I never saw that in any shopping online. Even if it's from different stores, if you arrive that expected, you could just, you know, buy it and we'll be okay with that. You don't need to buy another thing from the same store if you already have other things from other stores that arrive to the price they want. Anyways, weird as hell.
So what does less than $10 get you on Temu? Well, it's going to get you a retro handheld game console that is small and easy to carry. I mean, I'm already interested right there. It's got a 1.8-inch TFT LCD screen, 8 bits video games, that's pretty huge, high fidelity speaker, and it uses 3 AAA batteries. I don't know why I almost said AA there, I guess I can't really read. Yeah, so the box here, you know, this is one of those 10-in-1 video games, so we'll have to find out what those 10 games are. On the back here, it looks like we do have screenshots of those games, but they just printed this warning label and stuck it over them, and that is a sticker, so we can try to get this off. Yeah, that's about as much effort as I want to spend on that. Alright, let's go ahead and crack it open. So, we've got our instructions. Turning on your arcade machine. Alright, so now it's an arcade machine. That's a pretty major upgrade. So, I don't think there are batteries in here because that is not turning on. So, annoyingly, that you have to use a frickin' screwdriver to get the battery door open. So, let me
Bro.
Alright, so now here is the moment of truth. So, we turn it on, and yeah, we got some menu music.
And it's Christmas timid.
Wow, so the volume is, you know, it's not like a slider or anything, it's just a button, and you have 3 volume levels, which is low, I guess high, and off. That's rather annoying, but I mean, hey, I guess it's better than not having sound at all. So I guess we'll start with Future Tank. Okay, so I just looked this up, and this appears to be a ROM hack for the NES game Battle City, which I think is an indication that all of these games are probably going to be ROM hacks. I have absolutely no idea how to play this. I've never played Battle City.
Actually,
but we'll be
so out of the video, but actually, the bread, toasted bread, with strawberry sweet and then cheese is really good. I'm liking it.
Stage 1, I guess. and make sure the volume is the highest that it can be. And okay, so I'm this thing down here, I guess.
No!
I know this is not really the best way to hold this, but I'm trying to keep it like, in center.
Why you just remind that I'm here when I have food? Hmm? Mm-mm.
Okay, so yeah, like I guess I'm going around shooting stuff. Okay, I guess we got these enemies up here. This is probably super funny to the people who've actually played this game. But hey, there's a first time for everything, right? So yeah, I think I just gotta kill these guys. Or are they fighting? Are they fighting each other? I don't think they are. Well, they just killed me. Oh wait, I'm still alive. Okay. Oh, game over. I lost. Oh, I think I'm trying to protect that thing down there. Because if I go in here and shoot it, yeah. So I have to protect that thing. That makes sense. Playing it on this tiny little screen is it is doable, but I mean it's definitely not the best experience. And yeah, this thing does not have like an SD card slot or anything. Or
I think we were so used to this. We are so used to bigger screens now, then playing in this is really tripping.
you know, it would probably
It's
make more sense like
crazy.
a
Not
micro SD
tripping.
card slot.
It's crazy.
So you know, you can't like swap out the games or anything. That would make it like infinitely
No!
if you're just stuck to, you know, the 10 games that are on here. All right, why don't we try out Gate? All right, let's see what Gate's all about. Gate, there it is. All right, we'll hit start like 3 times there before it registers. Stage 1. Okay, so is this like a
I'm not gonna
basement?
have it.
I'm thinking that's what it is. Because, yeah, now I just popped out there. I'm probably have to avoid these flying things. So we'll get in there, go down here, and quickly get in there. Alright, where did I pop out of? Oh, I just died. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta, like, look on the screen to see, when you don't know where these things pop you out. So, that'll pop me there. Oh, we can just go right into there. And I'm down there now. Okay, this is like a safe zone. There's nothing down here. That popped me right there. Having like no background music is kind of weird. Oh, dang it. I do want to take this apart just to see what the internals look like. And I'm probably going to do this for all of these because, you know, why not? So we'll pop out these batteries. And we've got 4 screws on each corner. And we got the speaker there. And then we have some more screws to remove here. And there's everything, all contained on this board here. Then you got the actual, you know, buttons and everything in here. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's what less than $10 will get you over on Temu. I mean, not bad. Next up, it's time for some gameplay, which is just for you, apparently. Just
I think for $10 is pretty great.
for
I mean,
you, the person watching this video, nobody else. And yeah, this is a PSP knockoff. This one
for us in this
blue.
case.
There were a few different colors available. So yeah, there it is. This thing cost me $17.09. And taking a look at the marketing material here, you know, it's got housing as sturdy ABS material. That's pretty huge. 1800 milliamp hour rechargeable battery. It looks like. 3 PCs Game cards. These kind of look like Game Boy Advance cartridges that are just not as wide, but they look a little bit taller. And apparently this provides 6 to 7 hours of gaming time. So that's, if that's actually true, I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. We'll go ahead and just tip the box over and get all this stuff out of here. And yeah, here's those game cartridges, which, yeah, these kind of look like miniature Game Boy Advance cartridges. They are not taller, though. They are shorter than it as well. So, yeah, we'll set that aside. So we've got 7 plus 2 equals 9 puzzle game card, all right. We've got classic game card, all right. And then what is this one here? Casual game card, all right. We got What a set of games. Oh my gosh. And then aside from the console itself, we also have an external video and audio cable, which is, you know, a nice inclusion if you want to hook this up to your TV. We've got a charging cable. This uses, is that, wow, this actually uses USB-C. I don't know if I would trust this cable on anything else, but that's kind of nice. And then we also have some dirty buds, as Dank Paul would say here, some really cheap looking earbuds. So yeah, I don't have the whole audio setup to test those, so the world will never know how terrible or maybe great quality those things are. Thanks for purchasing our digital pocket handheld game player. This exquisite item is small and portable, but it has a lot of super classic and retro games that will make your spare life more colorful. I would love
Yay.
my spare life to be more colorful. So back here, one of these contains the cartridge slot, and this should be the rechargeable
The
battery. So we'll
battery.
have to see if this thing has any charge. So what happens when we turn it on without any cartridge in it? Okay, well, it doesn't look like there is a charge in it because it is not powering on. So let's go ahead and plug this in. Alright, we got power, and oh my gosh. Okay, so like I kind of suspected here, the thing has built-in games. So it's a 258 in one. It is extremely
Okay.
loud. Where's the volume? Okay, this one right here is the volume button. And we have, like, you know, just
The
like
same
we've
thing.
got just different volume levels. So this is the loudest, and we got 2, 3, and then 4 is just muted. And it sounds like it's playing a rendition of Jingle Bells, but then it's not, which is rather funny.
True.
I got your reset button, select, and start. F22 we just started into, which that definitely looks like a ROM hack, judging from that copyright info down there. It does not have shoulder buttons, but you know they do kind of have the molding to make it look like it does. And then up here, you've got
Yeah, nah.
your Type-C connector for charging, and then your headphone jack over there. And yeah, that's everything. So I guess
God damn it.
we'll take a look at just maybe one of these games on here, just at random. Garden War. All right, well that sounds exciting.
Garden War.
This is just like a shooter game, like reskinned with flowers in the background to make it look like you're in a garden. But these are still like, I guess maybe are these birds and stuff flying around that you're trying to shoot? It doesn't look like they really interact with the flowers at all. Wait, is this like Galaxian? Like those sprites look like Galaxian sprites almost, or you know, yeah, like the formation. Like that's Galaga or Galaxian, I think. This is totally a Galaga clone. I just looked it up. That's literally what it is. That is so funny. I mean, you can barely like the sprites. It's not really the best color. Like they sort of blend in, you know, in like certain areas anyways, like down here, they kind of start to blend in with the background a little bit. I guess that makes it a little bit harder. Um, but yeah, it's just Galaga, but you're in a garden and you are like a much larger spaceship or like cannon thing. I mean, the thing's huge. It's way larger than the ship is in Galaga. I'm apparently awful at this. I'm pretty good at Galaga, I promise, but evidently I'm not doing so well with this.
And there.
Um, oh my god, that
Oh, I have a really hot
so
heart
that
pain
is
here.
that is hilarious. Okay, I was not expecting to see a Galaga ROM hack on here, but yeah. So that is, I mean, those are a couple of the games that come just, you know, load on internal memory. But let's go ahead and plug in. Let's start with the 7 plus 2 equals 9 puzzle game card. So we'll put that in here. This is kind of an annoying. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You know, it's nice to have it kind of hidden away in here, but you got to take this off every single time you want to swap out a game. So we'll turn it on, and oh geez, okay, so it's more loud music, and yeah, this kind of looks like just, oh wow, this is it. It's just these 6 things. So where are they? Why was it 7 plus 2 equals 9? I was thinking there's gonna be like 9 games on here. I guess that's just the name of the cartridge. Because it's just these 6 things. This is probably a calculator, I would imagine. Yeah, that's straight up a calculator. And then we have add sub. Okay, I guess we just 7 plus 8 equals 15.
Huh?
Okay, so I guess this is just like a, you know, like a game to get you used to doing, you know, addition and subtraction here. I don't know what this background is all about. What do these buttons do down here? Oh, those were like cherries that time. Does it change like every single time? Yeah, it does. So yeah, that's like a little bit of an edutainment cartridge. So we'll go ahead and pop that out. And do we want to take a look at the casual games?
Classic.
Classic games. I think we'll start with the
Classic.
casual games because I'm in a pretty casual mood right about now. Brace yourself for some annoying music, I'm sure. Okay.
Pikachu.
That I've heard so far.
Pikachu.
Pikachu, memory, field, shift, Gobong, and TNT.
TNT.
Okay, so what the heck is Pikachu?
What is Pikachu?
Like Pikachu, I guess. So this is, evidently some other ROM hack. All right, so did we hit A to start? Yeah. Game select, one player. That one. This one, sure. Level 0, handicap 0, music 0. Oh, is this like, Dr. Mario, I guess? Well, going back to the menu here, we can make it look a little more like Tetris too, which is kind of neat. Yeah, so I guess these are going to be like, maybe more like puzzle games.
Okay.
Okay, this is just probably going to be like a memory game. And yeah, the start button does not work all the time. Like, I had to press it, how many times there? 4 or 5 times for it to actually work. And, okay, so I guess it's just literally matching. For some reason, it's like on these playing cards here, and it's off-center to the right, but okay. So yeah, that's a set of like puzzle games, more, I mean, I guess, yeah, casual games.
Okay.
Makes sense. And then let's check out the classic games and see what this is all about.
It's gonna be a Super Mario there.
Progressively gotten better. This is the best music that I've seen so far, or heard. That makes more sense, doesn't it?
Super Mario, see? The second one.
And yeah, this is another 6-in-1, but instead of having that, more graphical menu, we just have a list like the internal ROM on here does. Oh, well, wait a second, though. We have a Contra 2 24-in-1. So we have what looks like a collection of ROMs within a collection of ROMs. I think we just hit start like twice. Let me hit reset here. So Contra 2 24-in-1, and then yeah, we have all these Contra games. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's rather funny. And we have Super Mario 3, Sonic 3D, Turtle Fighters, which I imagine is Teenage
Turtle
Mutant
Fighters,
Turtles, Adventure Island 3, and Aladdin 3. Quite the selection of games here. Let's see if I'm
all
right.
three.
Turtle Fighters is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yep, it is. And then Super Mario 3 is, let's see if it's just regular Super Mario. It's just 3. Let's go. I've seen this exact ROM on one of these other like bootleg knockoff consoles. That's just so funny to me. They just remove the Super Mario branding and call it 3. But yeah, it's just regular Super Mario 3. I don't think there's really been anything to it. So Sonic 3D, is this like an NES ROM hack?
Oh my god.
Of a Sonic game? Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Listen to
Yeah.
the music. Oh my gosh.
It is.
Its best. I mean, it's got these animations here. These are actually, yeah, like that's.
You can barely see
I
a
have not seen
thing.
this particular ROM hack before, but yeah, I mean that's. I'm actually kind of impressed. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, we've got like a Sonic NES ROM hack on here. At least what I would presume anyway is a
Ow.
NES ROM hack. And yeah, that's your Super 6-in-1 classic game card here. And you already know what we got to do before we move on to the next console.
Okay.
It is, let's take this thing apart and just take.
Why? Always taking it apart.
We got some
But-
screws under the battery here. It's what I always love about these consoles, that they're always incredibly easy to take apart. So we got some more screws here on the
Yeah.
PCB.
Hi, Kiwi.
There is everything. We just had one of these buttons pop out, but the speaker is soldered there to the board, so I'm not going to bother messing with that. And it also looks like the screen, yeah, there is a ribbon cable in there, but yeah, one of those chips in there contains the internal 200 whatever game ROMs
Okay.
that are on this thing. So yeah, that is the I already forgot
We
the
are watching.
gameplay.
We are watching. I bought it. Wait. I bought a bootleg handheld consoles from Temu.
Play portable player PvP
Yay.
2800. So this one right here is the most expensive out of all of these consoles that I picked up. This one comes in
Kinda the
at
box.
$352, and it actually does more than just playing games. You know, it's got like a media player and stuff like that as well. So you got the player logo for cinema. We have a camera, I guess. FM radio, tool. It's a classic fashion
Camera.
game, so you know it must be good. And here's
Classic
a,
fashion.
breakdown of the layout and everything. So we've got a
Wait, it took it is from this the website.
We've got a key lock, which is also the key. We've got your steering wheel right here. Nice inclusion. Got your joystick. Yeah, so that's that. And you know, it's also, this is more than appearance. This has stronger performance. It's got a 4.3-inch large screen, TF extension, download games for free, video playback, music playing, ebook reading, long endurance, and thousands of games. So yeah, this does much more than just playing games. So we'll go ahead and take it out of the box here. And we also have, you know, an external video and audio cable for hooking it up to a TV. That seems to be a common theme with a lot of these consoles.
Yo, looks like a BSP
Plastic
from the back.
covering and stuff. And yeah, so here's the X6 console itself.
No,
so we'll
come
set
on.
it aside for now and see
That
what we have in the box. So we got your manual here, and we also have a charging cable. Let's see if
that
this
really
works.
looks
Well,
like.
it is not. Wow, check that out. Okay, so they cheaped out a little bit, I guess, on the charging cable. And we have what look like some
Again.
old Apple earbud knockoffs, which are going to be, you know, considerably worse than the genuine one. And yeah,
I can use
the,
that.
the console itself. So let's see if the rechargeable battery has any charge. So I actually, you know what? I'm already going to refer back to this thing that I printed off, because there's not actually a power button. You have to press, you have to long press either the OK or the exit button. Let's try to long press on the OK key. Alright, not doing anything. Let's try the other one. Nope. Either way, that's not doing anything. So let me go ahead and plug this in. Alright, there we go. We got a light. So you've got this light.
It isn't as the
With a
lights.
bunch of games. Looks like you have Crash Bandicoot, Street Fighter. So I wonder, you know, if this is going to be kind of like a hyperbase FC situation where it can just emulate a handful of consoles. But then we also have down here, we have game, music, pictures, videos, ebook, tool.
Wait a second, my mommy's calling me. I love to see how crazy they go for a fake, to sell a fake, you know?
Browser and settings. So this actually is different from what the box says, because the box here says there's a camera, and it says both these things are just tool. So that's rather interesting. So I guess maybe there's a model of this that has a camera on it.
Probably.
But this one does
But
not.
probably it's
That's
expensive.
definitely- I mean, on the back here, there's no camera or anything.
But it kind of looks like a PS.
Like menu down here. Built-in game, optional games. This is going to give you a list of what's in here. Recent run lists, which of course is going to have nothing. So dir list is just going to be the directory, I guess. We've got a .gba file, .nes, .gbc. So this is looking like it can run, you know, like this is probably going to be very similar to the Hyperbase FC in terms of, just in terms of.
Actually, it looks like.
Emulate multiple consoles, which is neat. So yeah. We'll have to see, like, I guess these, you know, these games on the home screen here are not just, you know, these are not the only games on the console, but can you customize this somehow? Like, if I hit X or Y,
Yeah.
start it. So, okay,
Should go to
hit A,
settings.
restart, load progress, setting, game guide, exit. Okay, restart. Yeah, and that's straight up Crash Bandicoot. Alright, Jungle Jam. So, let's see. Alright, well, we're already dropping frames. That's a great sign. Yeah, so it is not perfect, that's for sure. But, you know, it is running it. I mean, we are getting those dropped frames every so often. But it is actually running the game. so you know it's not like super laggy or anything.
Okay.
But I mean, you don't.
But
Okay.
it's good. No, for a kid, kinda.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, this is oh geez, okay. Yeah, this is
My
getting
dog
worse
is
and worse and worse.
crazy
Alright, so maybe
because
it's
my
not
mom.
as bad as I thought. Let's see how far we can get without dying again. Yeah,
Ah.
I think that one's just on me. I did not time.
Oh, okay.
Right. Alright, so yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Definitely not going to be able to run at full speed on this thing, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, I mean, look at that. That is some major frame dropping going on there. But okay, so how do we get back to the menu? Shut down key. Okay, well, game exit button it says is select. Okay, so that just, yeah, that just stops
Okay.
emulation there. So we can go into settings here and change like, hey, sound output, keyboard mapping, screen size. We can change that around. Is this thing touchscreen?
No.
It does not look like it. Okay, I'm curious if we can change this home screen layout around and put some other games there. So let's go into the setting and maybe display. Okay, that's only backlight brightness and backlight. Power saving language, TV out, advanced. Format internal memory, format card, reset default settings. Is there really no way of changing like, the home screen layout? I mean, yeah, you can change the key to that's kind of cool, I guess. TV out language, yeah, like, there's nothing in there. Okay, what's this tool? Okay, recorder, stopwatch, calculator, and calendar. So you just got some, you know, utility
Okay.
stuff on there. Well, it doesn't look like the instruction manual makes any mention of how to modify the home screen, so we're just kind of stuck with this layout. So yeah, you would have to go into game down here, built-in game. I assume optional game is if you have an SD card put in, which we'll get into in a moment because I'm formatting one of those right now to copy some ROMs over to it. And
How many times the dark market?
yep, it's got Crash Bandicoot.
You don't need to do that.
ROM. Okay, so that's good to know. We were trying to run a GBA game. So we have 11,210 files in here. I mean, can we search? There doesn't really appear to be. I mean, we already know this is not a touchscreen up here at all, so I don't really know what these options are. I mean, like, yeah, like what are those there for? Can we get up if we like?
I don't know.
No, we can't. So I guess that's just for show then. It's like
For
maybe,
sure.
no, not doing that. Using the analog stick that doesn't do anything. That's okay.
Kinda disappointing, that part.
Donkey Kong. Here we go. Okay, so we have Donkey Kong,
The Kong 1
and Donkey
the
Kong 1, and then Donkey
Dirty
Kong
Harry.
2. Let's try. You know what?
Dirty Harry 1 Dirty Harry 1.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, the frames.
This is literally unplayable. Like, look at this. This is awful. What the? Like, this is the thing. Why are these ROMs on here if this thing can't even run it properly? Like, I guess they just... I mean, yeah, there's no way they actually tested this. They just, like, got a bunch of ROM files and just threw them in here. And are then like, oh my gosh, there's like 11,000, like, games on here. It's so cool. But you can't, like, play all of them. I mean, you can, but it's just going to be an awful experience.
Yeah.
Like, can we even play...
Kinda traumatizing.
Like, regular Game Boy games? Those are the ROMs that I'm going to copy over. Alright, so I've got some ROMs copied over to this SanDisk card here. And hey, if you're in need of a micro SD card for something like this, or something a lot more useful, consider purchasing one through my YouTube shopping link down below this video, or on screen right now, because when you do, you'll be helping out the channel because I do receive a commission. So, thank you very much. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and pop this to the card slot on the bottom. So if we go into optional game, and directory listing, and then card directory, if I can hit down here. So I just copied over Super Mario Brothers 3 and Tetris for the game.
Okay.
So start up Tetris here, and invalid file format. Okay, so maybe it games. I thought I saw some. Maybe it was just GBA. Maybe this can only do GBA games and GBC. Interesting. Okay. We know it can play NES games, so we'll start up Super Mario Brothers 3, and let's see how well that it can emulate this. And I can already hear the sound is lagging behind a little bit. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's even dropping some frames in here. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay. So even on NES games, we are struggling. That's honestly kind of embarrassing for this thing. I
True.
have to say, like NES games
But they put a lot of games in, and they are literally.
uh, I mean, look, that cheap, $10 Game Boy Micro knockoff that was playing, NES ROM hacks ran them totally fine. This one here is struggling
Yeah.
considerably.
I
I mean,
think
it is struggling.
they have a lot of space. Um, they're using a lot of space for multiple copies of the same game. Just to say, oh, we have a lot of games. No, you don't. Stop using the full memory of it.
Less than it did with the Super Famicom stuff, and with the Game Boy Advance games. But it's still struggling. I mean, it's still dropping frames every once in a while here. Yeah, wow. I wonder if there's any settings that we can change. Like, can we? Let's go back here. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think there's any. I mean, under settings here, there's sound output. We could turn that off, maybe. Keyboard mapping, screen size. Maybe we change that to original size. Maybe that's doing something. Information. Let me turn sound back on actually, because we really should have sound going. Let's just see if the screen size, maybe that does something for us. Of course, now we have these annoying white borders around the the game here. But yeah, we'll go into one-player game. Nope. I just heard some audio cut out there. Nope, it is still, wow, that is, like I said, that's
It's
just
still the
honestly pretty
same.
embarrassing for this thing, because this is the most expensive one out of all these consoles that I bought for this video, and it's having trouble playing NES games. Jeez. Okay.
Bro,
Well, one of the
that's
other things I
wild.
did is I copied over. Let's go back here. So, it is cool. Like you can pause the game. You can go to resume. So you can like save. Let's see if we got like save states here. So, file saved. Let's go back and hit restart, and then go back, and let's just load progress one. Yeah, so it has like save states. I mean, but literally, like I feel like every NES emulator
That's a
has
good
that. So
thing,
that's not
but
surprising. Um, and yeah, I mean, there's the settings. So okay, we'll just get out of that. I also copied over. Like I mentioned, we have a video player apparently and a music player. So I copied over an MP3 file. I'm curious to see if it's
okay.
got anything on here. On this internal memory, which it doesn't look like. Let's just do internal memory. Oh, wait a second. All right, well, I just looked, and at least one of these songs is copyrighted, so I'm not going to bother playing that, but I did copy over. It looks like we went back up a folder, so now we're just browsing, like, the internal storage, I guess. And now we're back here. Okay, so card directory. So I just copied over Bet on It by Silent Partner from the YouTube audio library, aka the outro track that I use in my videos. And, yeah, I mean, we'll just have it play for a little bit here. Yeah, I mean, audio plays totally fine. We can hit A here
Okay.
to pause. X or Y is it brings up this menu for changing EQ. You can change your play mode screen
Okay.
size. Oh, like if it had lyrics, you could have those show up. Okay. Well, this song does not have any lyrics in it, so I mean, nor does it have a like lyrics track associated with it. I mean, I assume that's how that's gonna work. Yeah, add tag, you could do that. I mean, and then what's interesting is when you get out of it, like it still is playing. Like here we are on the main menu. It's still playing totally fine. The only way to pause it is you have to go back into music and go into now playing to pause it. But I wonder what happens if we try to launch a game with it playing audio. Will it just... Yes, it will just stop automatically. Okay. they knew that I was going to buy this thing and try to just mess around with it. So when you go into the game menu before you even launch the game, it just stops
Are
you
you
right
sure
there. So
about that?
that's nice. But yeah, so you have a music player, and we also have pictures, which I wonder if there's anything on here on the internal memory. We've got some stuff. Okay. So we got some like sample photos here. Then if we go back up over to videos, I did copy over a video, but I'm curious if there's anything. There is testa2.rmvb. Oh my gosh. Are you
Is the trailer? No
You've
way.
got to be kidding me. Of all
The
the Minecraft
trailer.
videos to have on here, you have the Madagascar 2 trailer.
Trailer.
Um,
Just
and yeah,
yeah.
so I've got an MP4 file on here. I don't know if it's actually going to be able to play an MP4. It cannot play MP4 with that. So yeah, there's some additional applications that you've got on
Yeah.
this thing. I still find it rather nuts that you cannot modify the, the games that are on the, like, pinned to the home
Yeah.
screen here. You just straight up can't do it. So, yeah, and then to power this thing off, we have to hold down the select button, I guess. Or maybe it's the start button. There we go. Bye-bye. Although, you know what we gotta do? Let's just crack it
Oh,
open,
here we go.
take a peek
Here we go.
and see what we're working with. Alright, well, this whole thing's kind of just disintegrating in my hand here. So, yeah, it took 4 screws to get this back plate off. There's our speaker right there. And then I unscrewed some screws on the PCB. This thing came up. There's the whole PCB. Some more of these buttons fell out. Here's the analog stick, which we didn't really use a whole lot. But yeah, so there's where the display connects, and here's all the internals. And last but not least, we've got the NES Classic Edition knockoff, which I know is not a portable console, but it's portable in a sense because you can easily carry it around with you. You just have to, have access to a TV to be able to play it. It also
It's really small.
2 controllers, but you wouldn't know that from this picture here because there are no controllers in it. But yeah, so we're gonna just
Let's
crack
see.
this thing open, and we've got a whole just wad of cables here. Here's the 2 controllers, which are of course just going to be
I always think she's talking with me.
knockoff controllers. We'll go ahead and tear this bag open here. Lovely that the tape is not going to cooperate with this, but we'll just get it out that way. And we actually have Turbo A and Turbo B. So that's nice.
Turbo.
Honestly, not the worst feeling controller, I have to say. And then just dumping everything else out, we've got the console itself, which says Family Computer System on it. Funnily enough, this definitely feels kind of cheap. I have to say. I mean, not surprising. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you how much this one cost me. This one cost me
It's so small.
$11.34. So yeah, a little bit more expensive than that Game Boy Micro handheld. And you'll be glad to know this is the Mini TV Game Anniversary Edition. So that instantly makes it more valuable in my book. And yeah, you just...
Bro. It's so small. I don't think that the original is that small.
got your layout. And oh my gosh, here's the whole list of games. I gotta say, something like this actually makes a lot of sense for one of these knockoff consoles because, normally you're just having to scroll through a list just endlessly
Yeah.
until you find something you want. There's no search function or anything like that. Whereas this, you can just look at the game list and just pick one you want from here and then know which game number to scroll to. That's not bad. Right here, we've got your second controller, we've got your AV cable, and we have your power cable. Oh, I totally see what we're doing. Galaga. Let's freaking go.
Oh, okay. I was like, why is
I am
it so?
definitely more accustomed to playing Galaga, with the arcade joystick and button, but I like to think that I'm pretty good at it. It's definitely, I think it's the arcade game that I have the most hours logged into for sure. I would play this game literally anytime.
Okay.
I would see a Galaga arcade cabinet anywhere.
Oh.
I would come in for instantaneously. Let's see if I can get this guy. There we go. So I'm gonna say let's try to get to stage 5 or until I die.
Okay.
We'll end off this segment. I don't want to bore you guys too much. But I
It's
also
kind of
want to show
interesting
off
seeing me
some
play
gameplay
him.
skills here. Watch me die like immediately after saying that. Because yep, there we go. Look at that. That was not
Okay.
intentional. So maybe we're not going to make it to stage 5. Ooh, there we go. Perfect, perfect. All right, the challenging stage. All right. Oh my gosh, I can't.
I love to
like,
play these
master
games when I
a
was.
lot faster than this. This is just weird. Oh, there we go, there we go.
Ah, louvado seja
man,
Deus.
that-
Então,
Almost.
até amanhã. Vou. Vou sim, senhor. Não é falta.
Yo, yeah.
27 hits. All right, not bad. 2,700 points. I will take it. And so we made it to stage 4. Can I beat stage 4? Maybe not.
No, you can't.
All right. Nope. The answer is no. Okay, I just gotta mention this, because check out this game list here. I made some marks on it, because this thing repeats itself. There's not actually 620 individual games on here. Because check this out. It starts with Contra, Contra 24 and 1, Super Contra 24 and 1, 6. We get down to where I made this mark. There's Contra, Contra 24 and 1, Super Contra 24 and 1.
Okay.
And over here, there's Contra, Contra 24 and 1. Like, it literally repeats itself. And what's funny is, the last time here, it doesn't actually repeat itself all the way, because this ends with Wonder Ball. This one ends with Othello, so it doesn't actually make a full repeat. But that's just really misleading, because there's not actually 620. I mean, there are 620 games on here, but they're just duplicated. What's up with that, guys? Really? You couldn't find 620 ROMs to put on here? I mean, come on. And if you're wondering, not surprisingly, there is just an absolute ton of wasted space.
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Ice. What color do you want there? Is red too? Do you want it red too? Also, did it add time? Anything is fine. Just choose you the color, like. But it's red already here. I think it was 35, wasn't it? It's supposed to. Okay, blue then. Dark blue or light blue? Good questions here. Dark, okay. Here we go. Okay, there you go. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Thank you. Once again. You're asleep. Here we go.
In here, you got your tiny little board that has all the ROMs on it, and then you've got your input board for your controller inputs and your power and reset button. So yeah, this is extremely typical. I mean, we've seen this with those other bootleg consoles we've explored on this channel as well. Well, yeah, there you have it, guys. Those are 4 more bootleg consoles that I purchased off of Temu recently. Like I mentioned, towards the end of the last video, I really don't recommend that you buy from this website. It is extremely gamified. They really try to get you to buy stuff, like by just presenting you with
Yeah.
time offers. And a lot of this stuff is just crap. Like, I mean, to be fair, yes, we paid like $10 for this, but I was honestly underwhelmed with this thing. This was the most
And
expensive that I purchased, and it
another water.
absolutely sucks. It's worse than all these because it can't freaking emulate any of the games that it has on it. So buyer beware. I mean, if you find this out on like Temu or on AliExpress or one of those other websites, I'm sure it's on like all of them. That kind of seems to be the case with this stuff. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, get subscribed, maybe consider becoming a patron or a channel member to get early access to these videos before anybody else. But either way, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Hey. Okay, so what about now? What about now? I don't know. Chat.